This is Heather.
And this is Conspiracies Unlocked, and we have a special bonusode today. It is Shark Week all week long, not just today, I guess.
Yeah.
But bonusodes are so much fun for us to do because we just get to have fun. There's no structure. There's nothing really going on with it. We just came to talk about...
We're going to talk about sharks.
And drugs. And doomsday fish.
And cocaine.
Oh my.
Oh, that could be the title.
Oh shit.
And shit.
Oh my god, that's such a great idea. Okay.
I love it.
So, did you hear about the doomsday fish that washed up on the shores of Japan last Friday?
No, I have not.
She just gives you like no.
I'm just shaking my head, but nobody can see that.
Nobody can. So, apparently, it is an oar fish, and this fish is fucking ginormous, and it only comes out, they don't know for sure, but the theory is it only comes out right before an earthquake or tsunami hits. So they call it the doomsday fish.
Ooh, that's very appropriate, but that's eerie.
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, it's super spooky. They have had about 336 sightings between 1928 and 2011. And so it is pretty, it's not, I don't want to say it's like common, but it's not like super, super, super duper rare.
Yeah.
But they usually come in like a couple at a time when you do see them. These freaking oarfish are what nightmares are made of, to be honest. And this is why I don't go in the ocean. It is called a sea serpent that they refer to it as.
Ew.
And I'm sorry, it was actually spotted on July 13th. The article that I read was published on July 21st.
Of this year, July 13th?
Yes. So 2 Wednesdays ago.
So then that means something's going to be happening soon?
Pretty soon. Maybe. So, this is... But, like, Japan has, like, all sorts of tsunamis, like, all the time, right? And, like, earthquakes and shit. But what I found that is interesting is that in 2011, a dozen washed up on various Japanese beaches right before the Fukushima disaster, like that earthquake in 2011. It was like a big deal. Like they did the charity thing. I remember Black Eyed Peas sang that song at the concert. It was like a huge deal. 20,000 people were like hurt or injured.
Yeah, it was a huge thing.
Like it was like Japan was just gone.
Yeah.
It was like gnarly.
I remember when that happened, my brother made Japan Will Bloom Again t-shirts.
I remember that shirt too.
Yeah, I still have it, and it was for a fundraiser that the community put on, his friends in the community put on to help benefit the Red Cross and the people.
Japanese cherry blossoms?
They were Japanese cherry blossoms with like an open hand, and then it said, well, Japan will bloom again.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, and other people did a lot of different things that like could contribute, but that was his contribution because he had a screen printing system that he would screen print.
That's so cool.
He did it all himself, like drew it and screen printed it and everything.
We should get a screen printer. That would just like solve a lot of our issues.
It really would, especially with today.
Yeah, we were trying to order shirts today for our podcast and for this podcast, and
the prices were insane for like a minimum order, which was not a lot.
And it was too much. So I feel like I could just buy a screen printer for that kind of money. Like maybe not, but.
Well, then we would have unlimited screen printing
then we could
capabilities.
Do whatever the fuck we want. Okay. Meanwhile, so the doomsday fish can get over 6 feet in length, and it can grow to 36 feet, and it's 660 pounds. It lives 658 feet below sea level, so like way in the deep darks of nothingness.
Oh.
It's shiny silver, and it's like an eel, so it's like long and thin and like...
How many feet down does it go?
658.
Wow, and people only scuba dive into like 130 with gear.
Every time that we talk about ocean depth, you always go back to the
well, because it puts
Antarctica one. Yeah, was that the Antarctica episode?
I don't remember, but it just
the submersible one. I think it was that one.
The UAPs in the Pacific
USOs.
Ocean. Oh, USOs in the Pacific
that
Ocean.
was
And UAPs, too, because they do go in the sky.
Yeah, but...
It does put it into perspective because of the... Like, if you can only go that far, then you can't really get to them to, like you said, they're kind of rare to see.
Yeah.
Like, you can't really get to them because you'd have to have some kind of submersible or something.
Yeah. I wonder how far down Titanic is for the people who just went down there.
I think it was like more than how many, what is it called? The Empire State Buildings. I think it was like 7 on top of each other?
I don't know.
Deep or something? It was like multiple Empire State Buildings deep.
That's what they
yeah, like I saw a photo. I don't remember how many,
funny.
but it's 13,000 feet, I believe.
So,
I might be wrong, but it's around that.
That's really far down.
Yeah, it's very, very far.
Maybe it's supposed to be like more than 658 feet below, because that doesn't seem like that far below the sea level.
No, it is, because the ocean has its own pressure, so 600 and whatever feet down below.
Well, then it said no. This isn't right. It's 3,280 feet below sea level. That's right. Sorry, I was looking at my notes, and I was like, no, because I write my notes all fucked up, and usually I type out my episodes, but because this is a bonusode, I was like, oh, no, it's fine. I can just wing it. But I didn't follow the lines of my notes, because I do it like a pie, I just, yeah.
You have your system. So what is that number in reference to?
The 650.
Is that pounds?
No, because it's 660 pounds. So the 658, I think that it was for the pounds.
Like a range, a range.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the shiny silver, it's shiny silver, it has red fins, but it's not like fins like dolphin fins. They're like, or dorsal fins, or...
Yeah.
They're like porcupine, spiky looking, but they're not like spiky, but they're like fins like that. They're not fins.
So they're long and they're cylinder, straight cylinder.
Yeah, like a bunch of straws.
Ooh.
That's a better way. Or like sea urchin.
Or like a sea anemone.
That's what I was thought. Is a sea urchin a sea anemone?
Well, sea urchin I think is more descriptive, yeah.
But a sea anemone is what Nemo lives in, and it has those little things in it.
But they retract like a snail.
Oh, no shit, do they?
Yeah, because you can stick your finger in them and they retract around you.
And that is why I don't go in the ocean.
Like when you go to the tide pools and you stick your finger in it, they
I do not go to the tide pools and touch things.
They hug your fingers.
Why would I do that?
Ooh, I'm gonna take you and make you stick your finger in a sea anemone.
I promise I will never do that.
Sometimes they squirt water at you.
This is because they're pissed. Why are you fucking with sea life? This is why I don't fuck with sea life.
You barely touch it.
I don't go to whatever's living there does not need any part of me.
We should really take a little field trip to the La Jolla tide pools.
I've been there.
You don't touch anything?
I ran. I don't do well with that.
La Jolla, San Diego, for people who don't know.
Yeah, no, I've been there and I ran, and yeah, no. And I remember seeing there's crabs everywhere. Too.
Yeah, you have to watch out. Those
you look,
getcha.
They look like they're rocks, and so I remember being like, "Oh, is that a rock?" Or look, I think I found a crab, and they're like, "No, it's a rock," and I'm like, "I want to leave." There's no reason for me to be here any longer.
Yeah, don't touch the rocks that move, because they'll pinch you.
Oh my god, I don't want to touch anything. No. I do mammals, not ocean, marine life.
The petting zoo is okay with you, but not the ocean.
Yes. I will go pet a goddamn tiger, but I will not step foot in the goddamn ocean.
Oh my gosh, so you'd rather get bit by a shark rather than a lion or tiger?
I'd rather get bit by a tiger than a shark.
Oh.
You said that the wrong way.
Oh, you did say that the wrong way. I was saying Shark Week, so I said shark first, but yeah.
Anyways, okay, so back to this.
Doomsday fish.
The Doomsday fish has the red, like...
Quills.
I
don't know.
Guess? Yeah. And in this place, it's Palau, P-A-L-A-U. They call it the rooster fish because it looks like a rooster because of the red.
Mm-hmm.
To describe how it like looks, and we'll post.
We have to post a picture of this.
I don't even know if there's really. I didn't see one in color. There's a lot of drawings of it and stuff, but I saw one in color. But by the time that they get washed up on sea, they're usually dead or about to die, so their color is completely gone. They're like just gray. They're not even shiny silver. And so the reason why they say so they try to like figure out why or how these animals like would predict earthquakes and such, and it's because they live so far below that they are below sea level that they're next to the tectonic plates. So when the plates shift to cause the earthquake or the tsunami, they can feel it, and so it's almost like, you know, like dogs freak out before hurricanes, shit like that, like animals get all weird. It's like that, and they come to shore.
Yeah.
So the only thing with that is that scientists are like, whoa, what the fuck? If that's the case, then why aren't other sea animals coming up? You know?
But that reminds me of what you posted on our Facebook, right? And that was the meme. And it was discussing or bringing to people's attention about how there's different hertz and different frequencies and different colors that animals can see and hear, and maybe even aquatic life like radar and different things that we cannot perceive with our capabilities as a human being.
Plane, but there's other planes that some people can see, like auras and stuff like that.
So maybe these doomsday fish can see something that the other aquatic life cannot see or feel.
Well, so these particular fish, they're harmless and they are toothless.
Oh.
So how they get food is they literally open their mouth.
And it just swims in?
Everybody do it with me now. And there you go. And
me.
So they eat krill and like plankton and just whatever kind of floats into their mouth.
Whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, and so sometimes they say that because they're dead or almost dead when they hit the surface, when they come to the surface, that it might be because they might be dying because there's not the correct like krill and protein what they're used to eat.
Oh yeah.
Or the thrashing of the waves might be, I just hit everything. Sorry, my alarm is going off. It's my bedtime, guys. So the thrashing of the waves is bad for them. Like, they're not used to the, like, what is that called?
Velocity?
I was going to say velocity, but that's not the right word.
The
arms are going up and down.
Yeah.
The unpredictability-ness, the thrashing, I had a really good word at one point in my life.
I don't know what the word is.
I'm not sure, but...
Thrashing.
Yeah, the thrashing.
You did say that.
Thrashing. I mean, that's really it. So the first sighting of this was in 1772, so it is like a real, like it is a real fish. In 1996, Navy SEALs saw one of them off the coast of Coronado.
Ooh, that's close.
That's very close. And in 2001, the U.S. Navy found one in the Bahamas. And another theory as to why they might come up to the top is just because they're sick. Or they're pushed up by like strong currents, because usually they do come at 2 or 3 at a time. So there's different theories on why they come up, and they haven't ruled out that they aren't like doomsday fish and that they don't predict it, but there's a lot of different theories when it comes to that.
So if they come up in like a set of 2 or 3, then maybe it is like a family, like
they got caught off course or something. They don't really know anything about them because where they reside, we can't really get to. So the best way to understand a species or any kind of animal is to go into their natural habitat and view them like live and well.
Yeah.
And they are not able to do that because they can't get down there.
Oh, no, I was going to say that just makes a lot of sense because we've already learned that the pressure underneath the water, it's like you go down so many feet, you're already 1 atmosphere. I forget how many feet it is, but you go down not that far, you're already 1 atmosphere of pressure compared to like Earth. I mean, well, it is Earth, but compared to the surface people or surface animals or surface life, not aquatic. And it's like if we tried to go to space, we're not going to survive.
No,
so
obviously not.
Yeah, so it's like the same thing for them.
It's the same thing going down. Yeah, like you're saying, it's the same thing going down. Like,
it's the pressure is what I'm trying to say. The pressure is way too much. So we can't get down to where they are because the pressure would basically kill us. And we could go down in some kind of submarine or something, but even
what happened.
Yeah, even some of those is oceanic. Yeah. Even that is like very dangerous and probably not something we should be doing. We should be doing like drones.
You know why we shouldn't be doing that? Let me tell you a little story.
We don't have gills.
We don't belong in the fucking ocean.
We don't have gills, people.
Anti-ocean.
We don't have gills.
No. Why are we trying to go down to someplace that we don't belong? I have legs. I breathe air. I like it here. Why would I leave here?
Yeah, the other thing is like it is literally another world. I don't care if it's on Earth and it's our planet. It is another fucking world, people.
There are fucking like lakes within the ocean.
Yeah, but you know what? That guy, he turned up dead after he said that and he found it.
What?
Yeah.
He didn't die? You guys?
No, you didn't hear about that?
No.
Okay, so I don't know the guy's name, and we're gonna have to do another little episode on it. Okay, there was scientist or some dude. Okay, you guys know who he is. I don't. We'll have to
Obviously, we don't.
I don't, but I do know that I saw a report of a man who went down, and as they were in a submersible, and as they were cruising around checking out the ocean, they saw this other area. They're like, hey, this is a cool area. We're going to go check this out. And there was like actual, mussel, I believe it was mussels. And then there was like water like lapping against the mussels, almost like waves. Okay?
Okay.
But they were already underwater. So he's like, there shouldn't be like a shoreline. Like if you were at the beach and you saw the waves going, not the waves, but you saw like the water going in and out like the tide, like going against the sand. It looked just like that, but it was going against these like mussels. So he's like, this is very.
Sorry.
Okay.
I don't know if I turned it off. Sorry, guys.
It's okay.
That's my alarm again. It's been 5 minutes. Thank you for listening for this long. I keep trying. I'm doing it off my watch. My phone isn't even like near me, and so I have like the stupid like fancy watch, and so I'm trying to turn it off from that, and I just keep on not turning it off and just like what's it called? Whenever you don't turn something off.
Snooze. You're snoozing it.
I keep on snoozing. Okay, I think.
So while you're snoozing that, let me finish my thought real quick because this is a total tangent. Okay, but. You have to imagine it like that, right? And so they're like in the submersible and they're like, okay, well, let's try to go in that water. Like, let's go over there, cruise over there and try to go down. They couldn't go down. They couldn't, they could not penetrate it. It was like so dense and so whatever. And he was like, it's a lake within the ocean.
Yeah.
Is the way that he described it. And then shortly, I don't know how long shortly after, he came up deceased. I don't know if it was natural causes or how he died or if it was suspicious or what, but it was definitely after he came out with that, then he ended up deceased.
So I just wrote a shit ton of keywords there so I can look into that and we will do an episode on that.
Yeah, because that's all I know is very...
I love mysteries like that. That's a fun one.
Yeah, because it's like...
I hope that we don't come up unalive.
A lake within the ocean.
I've seen pictures of it, but I don't know if they're real pictures or...
No, they are. They were in it, like, recording.
Okay, so the pictures that I've seen are real pictures?
I don't know what you've seen, but I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, and it's a really pretty color.
It's like aqua blue, right?
Yeah, like super
yeah.
pretty. Okay.
Yeah.
So, anyways...
So we don't know what the fuck is down there.
So point being is, don't go in the fucking ocean.
There's probably megalodons in the ocean still.
Oh, did you hear about that?
No.
Perfect for Shark Week. They just found a megalodon.
Shut up.
And they could see it from Google Maps, Google Earth map thingies. And they could see it like way above or whatever, and they could see like this like outline of like a fucking megalodon shark, like in the middle of the fucking Atlantic.
I believe it. I bet you there's deep caverns way down in the ocean and all kinds of things.
Once again, don't go in the ocean.
And that's why I think mermaids could be real, because they're down there somewhere hiding.
Why not?
Anything's possible. We don't know shit about the fucking ocean. We know like what, 5% of the ocean?
Like, no, we don't want any part of that ocean. I want just nothing to do with that ocean.
Remember when you were like in 5th grade and they always ask kids what you want to be when you grow up? And I swear every single girl said what's the word?
Oh yeah, an oceanographer.
Oceanographer. Like, I swear to God, every single girl said that.
I said a teacher.
You know what I said? I wanted to be an actress.
I always said a teacher because I always did want to be an actress, model, famous, but I was reality. Like, what can I actually attain here?
Well, I did say actress, but then what was my backup? I don't think I had a backup. I mean, I did go to school for...
I remember that, too.
Multiple things.
I wonder why. Was it because that Free Willy movie came out? Oh, because Little Mermaid came out. In 88, 89, Free Willy. There's a lot of ocean movies at that time.
Well, when I was in elementary school, it was a little bit earlier than that, but...
No, Little Mermaid came out in like 88. You were in elementary school in 88. Weren't you?
Yeah, but like almost out of it,
Yeah.
I was in 6th grade by like 90, I think.
So you were in 4th grade when Little Mermaid came out. Yeah. That tracks.
Yeah.
Like, Lion King came out when I was in, like, 2nd or 3rd grade, and I had, like, a Lion King binder and everything.
Yeah.
All about it. So, yeah, that makes sense.
You know what was my favorite show when I was in 5th grade?
Huh.
The Simpsons.
Okay.
And I used to always walk around and tell everybody, peace, dude, and I would give everybody the peace sign. And they used to call me the peacemaker in 5th grade.
Oh, my God. We were trying to get my 3-year-old to say, eat my shorts. Last night.
Eat my shorts.
Eat my shorts. Anyways, I'm a great mom, by the way, as you can tell.
You are a great mom.
He says he only has like 5 phrases like that he says all the time, so we're trying to give him new ones.
That's a great one.
I know, that's what I'm thinking. Okay, so to go down there to go see these Doomsday fishies. In 2011, they used... What?
I'm laughing because the way you say fishies, like, there's this little tiny, cute little flounder little fishy, and it's like this gigantic, enormous, with porcupine quills, fucking...
But it's harmless, and it's like a giant eel that's gonna kill you.
And it just opens its mouth and it's like, feed me.
But it can only eat, like, krill. Run away!
All these little sound bites would be so strange if you didn't know, like, the context of the conversation. Like, if somebody just clipped, like, run away, krill, like, what are we even talking about?
Well, mine is from Finding Nemo when Dory was like, oh, they only eat krill. That can't be a big white, whale or whatever. They only eat krill. And then you hear, run away! And then she goes, oh, look, krill! And then they get swallowed by the whale.
Oh, my gosh.
So whenever I hear krill, I'm like, run away! Okay, back to this. So, 2011, they took ROVs down and caught video of said Doomsday fish. An ROV is a remote operated vehicle. And they said that they looked like knives sticking straight up and down vertically in the ocean. And they said that this is either because they either wanted to either eat, so they thought maybe the krill and plankton would just kind of like fall into their mouth. I don't know.
Wishful thinking.
Or they were like positioned themselves like this in order to not be seen and be eaten.
Ooh, okay.
One or the other. Obviously, like I said, they haven't gotten too much information about them because it's really hard to get down there. And another thing is that they're thinking that this isn't as rare of a fish as it seems to be.
Yeah.
It's not as common as we may think it is, because down there they could be like reproducing really well, they could be thriving, they could be like everything's fine down there.
We just can't.
They're just not up here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can't physically see them or study them very much.
The Serpent Project they have access to 12 ROVs, and they're aiming to get to the quote unquote twilight zone of the ocean.
Ooh.
Which is that far deep down twilight, like darkness depth of the ocean that we don't get to usually see. So,
in the process, they're probably going to find a lot of other species.
Yeah, I don't care to know what's down there. Like,
you don't want to know?
I already know what's down there.
We don't know what's down there.
It's monsters.
They are monsters. They are monsters.
Like, we will find the real Ursula. Like,
Kraken.
The Kraken. Davy Jones' locker. Like, I'm good. I'm really, truly, I'm fine.
Giant squid.
There's enough monsters on Earth that we can see on land. I don't need to know about the monsters down below in the ocean.
I want to know all about the monsters in the ocean, honestly. I want to see the aliens down there, because to me, they're aliens. Maybe not in the sense like people think like alien gray, but like they are in their own right. They're aliens to us. They live in a completely different environment. They eat different foods. It's just kind of creepy.
Now on to we go from Doomsday fishies to the cocaine sharks.
Cocaine sharks?
If you didn't know, Discovery Channel is premiering today. Like right now, we could go home and watch it. A documentary called Cocaine Sharks. And I'm pretty sure that everything I'm saying is probably on said documentary, but whatever. I'm better to listen to.
Well, you haven't watched it yet,
I haven't, so it'll be fun to compare and contrast. So, as you know, drugs are smuggled into America.
Yes.
Okay.
Drugs are smuggled all over the world, but yes.
We got that handled. And the ports of entry for said drugs are like California or Florida.
Yeah.
Florida by boat from like Cuba and Puerto Rico and all that down there.
Makes sense.
So, drugs tend to wash up.
Mm-hmm. I've seen that, yeah.
Yeah. So, in like 2017, they found 50 pounds of cocaine bricks. 2019, 1 kilo. 2020, a spearfisher found a package of cocaine. And in 2021, 70-pound cocaine bricks washed up on shore. These are like where people are just randomly finding it. Do you know how many drugs are out there that nobody is finding?
Oh, yeah. Who knows?
Okay. So, and also, did you know that Florida is the shark bite capital of the world?
No. Why?
Well, I'm going to guess it's because of the warm waters.
Okay.
Which that tracks. Warm waters brings sharks. But also, I think it's because of the cocaine that they're ingesting makes them really aggro.
Ooh, yeah.
And they're like going through withdrawal and they want more.
They
and
like
they get angry.
Need a fix.
People.
Yeah, because they're mad because we're not supplying them with the cocaine.
So. And so it's all cute in theory that like, oh, people are like losing their cocaine left and right on the way for their drug drop or fucking whatever. And sharks are eating it. Super cute. But Tom, quote unquote, the blowfish, Hird, Hird is his last name, is a marine biologist. And he fucking put a fake, like, dummy cocaine bricks into the ocean around sharks to see how they, like, reacted. Did they care? Did they do anything? Those fiending sharks went straight for the bricks and took a bite out of them. Like, they are fucking like cokeheads. There are sharks in Florida, guys, that are cokeheads. Y'all understand that, right? Like,
wow.
Cokehead sharks.
So
Florida.
What happens if you are a fisherman and you catch a shark and you want to eat it? Are you eating cocaine?
You could be. We'll get into that too. So, in an article from 2007, so this isn't a new problem. Like, this has been going on, you know? An article published in the Herald Tribune was talking about how they found antidepressants and cholesterol, like, lowering cholesterol medication, like to lower your cholesterol.
Oh, yeah.
And synthetic estrogen, which is AKA birth control, in sharks' blood.
Ooh.
So they were just, like, testing it, and they found all this, like, people medicine.
So they are not only ingesting the cocaine, they're also ingesting whatever goes into the water from our water sources?
Yeah, so yes, exactly. So all the times that we, like, dump stuff into, like, the toilet, or, you know, all the pills into the toilet or whatever, flush everything.
Yeah.
That is what's happening. It's going to the ocean, and fish all over the world are essentially getting high or feeling mellow if they have antidepressants, or getting aggro from the coke. I don't fucking know. So
they're like not balanced, because they could eat coke one day and be like all high, and the next minute they're gonna eat some fucking antidepressant and they're gonna be all low, and they eat, like, what's gonna stabilize them? Take some estrogen. So then they kind of like chill.
You know what they do to, like, chill out? They eat people.
Oh, God.
Which is why we don't go in the ocean.
Yeah.
I actually did go into the ocean in Florida, off the Keys, where these sharks are.
What?
I didn't go into the ocean. Okay, that's a fucking lie, because I don't go in the ocean. I put my feet in the ocean at the Florida Keys.
Like,
I went in the pool.
Like, how far? Just, like, to your knees, or to, like, your ankle?
Like, I think my toe touched the ocean so I could feel the water, and that was it.
Oh, wow.
I'm very, like...
You really do not go in the ocean.
No. I haven't been in the ocean probably in, like... It's been, like, 10 years. Like, that's just not what I do. It's just not who I am. So, as I was saying, the researchers wanted to see if these drugs would impact the shark's behavior and reproductive and neurological, like what side effects it would happen, what's going on with them. So, and scientists also, they worried about they might get into, like, the fish and make their way to, like, the humans who eat the fish.
Ooh, yeah.
And they did find Prozac delayed reproduction in freshwater mussels, which would ultimately break the circle of life in aquatic marine life.
So
because if the mussels don't produce, then they won't eat whatever they're supposed to eat to control that population. And then if the mussels aren't reproducing, whatever eats the mussels aren't going to be eating the mussels, because there are no mussels to eat. So it breaks the chain of circulation of the world circle of life.
The food chain.
That's the one. That circle.
The circle of life. So what you're saying is that I forgot the word I was going to say. The birth control could be making the mussels infertile.
Yeah, like our birth control is working on the mussels. So they must have the same, like, estrogen or some sort of something, and then...
That's insane. That's insane. And it makes me think of, like, the water that we drink and all the shit that's in our water.
It wasn't the birth control, it was the Prozac. So the antidepressants made them... Whatever was Prozac. That's antidepressants.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Yeah, no,
okay.
I was like, yeah. And then I was like, no.
No, that's okay.
Yeah.
So they found Prozac in the muscles.
And they noticed that was delaying it. So whatever's in Prozac fucks with the muscles.
Okay, yeah,
probably fucks with 1,000 other things too that we just don't know. Like,
it's a different species, so it's gonna react to the chemicals differently.
Yeah, the whole chemical imbalance thing.
Wow.
And so bull sharks have, which is the I don't know if you know this. I don't know who. Like, this is just like common knowledge for me. I didn't research this part of bull sharks, but bull sharks are the main shark.
Yeah.
That eats people in Florida.
Ooh.
Or that bites people.
They're the bitey ones.
They're the bitey ones. Yeah. And that's just like, I want to say like a common knowledge or something, like, you know what I mean?
Like if you're in Florida, you would know that.
Yeah.
Like, watch out for the bull sharks.
Yeah, those are the ones.
Like, I'm always thinking great white. Like, oh, great white.
That's here.
Yeah.
That's on the West Coast because, I don't know why, but I didn't know about that either until recently. I think I was reading all this stuff about it, and that's when I found out about bull sharks. But
yeah.
So bull sharks have been declining due to human fucking with the circle of life since the 70s.
The food chain is completely fucked for them.
Because of humans. Who knows what else is going on with food chains and shit. This is just like one little like pinprick.
Yeah.
Of to how much humans are fucking with the circle of life.
Wow.
Isn't that crazy?
And if it's affecting the animals and the ocean and you would think too. Okay, here's another thing.
Would be able to correct itself.
I would think that the salt water and the amount of how much ocean is the vast ocean, right? Wouldn't it dilute it?
I know, right?
Wouldn't the salt water have some kind of counteractive something like neutralize it or something?
Oh my god. So I heard this a long time ago, and you guys, this is so gross.
Why is it not diluted?
But listen to this. It's like a joke type thing, but take it with a grain of salt or not. Literally. Did you know that some big whale, like the great white whale or whatever, every time it ejaculates, it's like 200 gallons of sperm that goes into the ocean?
Oh, it's probably like the sperm whale.
Yeah, it's the sperm whale, you're right. And then you wonder why the ocean is salty.
Oh.
And that's reason 532 why I don't go in the ocean.
You're like, no, baby. Sperm whale for me.
But
thank you.
Yeah.
It just makes me think like what's in our water sources that we drink and how well is it filtrated, because if this is going into the ocean and it is, I would think would be diluted from the ocean, maybe neutralized with the salt, and it's not, and it's affecting these sharks and various animal life, mussels and different aquatic life the way that it is, what the fuck is it doing to us?
Truth. Yeah, who knows? I mean, am I eating Prozac or drinking Prozac? Are we drinking
Probably. And
cocaine? Am I eating cocaine?
Probably.
No, I don't eat fish.
You don't eat fish. Yeah,
so
that's
I'm
right.
Good. I'm safe, thank you.
You're safe from the cocaine fish.
Everything that I'm fucked up on is just on me.
But what about other people that eat fish, and what about sushi?
So I did see on the one of the articles is that some guy was like, yeah, I eat sushi, but I make sure that it's wild caught in fresh water and in a safe location, because the most places with fish and contaminated fish and sharks is in Belize, Florida, Louisiana, and Massachusetts. So you should not eat sushi if you're in one of those locations, because chances are you will get
exposed to these chemicals.
Yeah.
And then if it's cooked,
and
maybe it cooks off.
It gets worse because of these drugs. It's not just Prozac and shit that's going down there. It is antibiotics. So what's happening is that these sharks are carrying antibiotic-resistant bacteria, and they're called bacterial monsters because they are becoming drug-resistant. So this bacteria is in fish and stuff.
Yeah.
And so if you were to ingest that and you were to get this bacteria on you, the antibiotics would not work. So it would just eat you.
Yeah, because it's resistant.
There are 13 antibiotics that are resistant, and they believe that this is an underestimate. Like they think that there's more there's more that are resistant. They just know that there's 13 resistant antibiotics.
Like minimum 13,
yes.
But there's probably more.
And the Florida key sharks showed the greatest resistance. And they also noted that they noticed that there was a sewage spillage in the Florida Keys, like right where they
That's
were
bad.
testing and saw that they had the greatest resistance to antibiotics. And it's really bad because they're super worried that the bacteria is going to get back to the humans through crab, shrimp, and other fish.
So you aren't really safe to eat things that are caught in the wild off those coasts.
No, but scientists are doing things to research and to figure out what to do next and really figure out what is wrong and how bad it is. So scientists have placed discs into some of the sharks, so they're able to measure the chemicals that they encounter on this disc that they put in.
Oh, okay.
They track 100 sharks. 50 of those they do blood work on, and 25 of those they do blood work and they have the disc on it.
Mm-hmm.
And they monitor these 100 sharks to see is shark 98, is he acting the same way as shark number 2 that has chemicals in its body or not, or whatever it is. So whatever scientisty stuff. Experiment.
Yeah. So they're tracking them, and they're also checking their blood to see what type of toxins they have in their blood and how their behavior is.
Yeah. So, moral of the story: don't go in the ocean. If you do go in the ocean, don't go in the Florida Ocean. And if you do that, then you're stupid. I'm sorry. I'm just kidding. Florida's great.
I've been to Florida. I've been to Jacksonville, Florida. And I didn't go in the ocean because the water was really cold because it was November. But there was a lot of little crabs everywhere, and the beach sand was like white. And the crabs were really dark brown, blackish, so you could see the crabs really good. But the whole time I was walking, I was just trying to avoid stepping on them, and I was just hopping everywhere. You couldn't even walk on the beach.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare. I am not even kidding.
That was just on the shore.
That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Why would you enjoy doing that?
I put my toes in the Atlantic.
I don't enjoy ice and being cold. So I wouldn't choose to move to fucking Antarctica. It's just a thing. I don't want to drown and die, so I choose not to go in the ocean.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm glad that I did go to experience the area, but I don't know now if I would want to go swimming there knowing that what I know now.
I don't know. Do you even want to swim in our ocean?
I do. I'll go to my waist.
Our ocean is so bad now. It's turning into TJ Ocean, Mexico Ocean. There's so much bacterial spillage that you can't even swim in the ocean right now.
Well, it's probably closed off. A lot of areas they close off.
Yeah, it's all being, but usually it's not.
Yeah.
Usually, this is rare that it is closed off. And the first few days after it rains, the first 30 days, after it hasn't rained in a while, you can't go swimming. They close off the beach, but it hasn't rained here. And lately, they've been closing it off because there's a bacterial spill, sewage spill.
Really? I didn't know that.
All over up the coast.
Yeah, well, this year we haven't gone, we meaning children and I, have not gone to the beach this year at all. And my children are at the age now where they don't really like the beach. They already did junior lifeguards. They already did surf camp. They did all that before, over the years. And they're just at the age where they're over the beach. They don't really care. And we just haven't even gone at all. This year and last year we didn't really go.
Max asked to go to the beach, so I don't know what to do with that.
Just tell him it's contaminated and it's better to go to a water park.
Yeah, no, it really is, and I'm going to take them to Legoland soon.
They have a splash pad.
They have a whole water park at Legoland.
Oh, I haven't been in a while.
Are you serious?
I haven't.
They have like a whole water park. Like they have like a bunch of slides, and they have a wave thing, and they have beach with sand.
I had no idea. The only time I've ever been to Legoland is with both of my kids individually, different trips for school.
So they were like little.
Like fourth grade, third grade. I
Wow.
think my daughter and I went together. Gosh, sorry, Isla, if we didn't go together. I remember going with you, but I'm pretty sure we did.
Yeah. Okay.
But I know for sure Finn went.
Let me do my references really quickly, and
Yeah.
you guys can fast forward a minute if you don't want to hear them, but I do have references.
And she's going to do her auctioneer voice and go.
Allthatisinteresting.com. Article, Meet the Giant Oarfish, the largest bony fish in the world. Article, Japan on earthquake and tsunami alert after huge deep-sea fish found alive by fishermen, by Claire Anderson, February 21st, 2019. Viz.org, rare fish seen as harbinger of doom, snagged in Japan, February 26, 2019. Yahoo News, divers encounter giant doomsday fish of Japanese legend off Taiwan coast. Ryan General, July 21st, 2023. National Geographic, mysterious sea serpent oarfish resurfaces by Rachel Brown, February 17, 2017. USA Today, are sharks feeding on drugs dumped off Florida coast? Cocaine sharks on Discovery investigates, by Kim Luciani, Jacksonville, Florida Times Union. National Geographic, sharks carrying drug-resistant bacterial monsters, by John Roach, June 24, 2010. NBC News, sharks harbor drug-resistant bacteria, by Jeremy Sue, June 23, 2019. I don't know why I said 2019. 2010, source Life Science. And we're done.
Ah, so spicy.
Would you like some ASMR with that?
Donuts, yum yum. Oh, thank you.
Do you guys know what she's talking about?
Watch TikTok and you can see the girls go yum yum. Oh, so spicy.
Oh my god. You guys have to go on TikTok and see this. It's so weird. But you know what? These chicks are making their money, so go for it. Go do whatever, I guess. I don't know.
Feel like Sherry Scar. Oh, no.
What?
Wait, hold on. Scary shark. Bite, bite. Ow, ow. I don't know. I was trying to think of one for Shark Week.
Oh my
We
god,
gotta come up with our own.
Shark, bite, ow, ow.
I don't know. This is why I don't do that.
Okay,
because
and
I
this
don't
is
know.
This is also why it's past our bedtime. So, thank
So-
you guys so much for joining us on this fabulous Shark Week. I'm going to go home and curl up in bed and watch some
Shark Week.
stuff. And we will see you, talk to you, speak with you soon.
And don't forget to share, like, and subscribe.
And email us at conspiraciesunlocked@gmail.com.
I was supposed to say.
What?
And all of our social media is Conspiracies Unlocked.
Bye.
Bye.